So I think you should.
Okay, chat to me. You were served the most
She
time.
look like a baby.
You'd be
So-
surprised.
I
I
think
can't lie. Looks are the season. I can't even speak. Looks are deceiving when it comes to, you get me. When it comes to jail, yo, they be like the, you get me, the prettiest girls. In that shit, you wouldn't think would do anything, but they be the most dangerous.
she probably did the least time.
See, look,
So I
he's
think you
assuming.
should-
Watch this.
Yeah,
Can't lie. He's already
I
assuming.
would think her too.
Yeah, like you just took your braces off last week.
And then I think he did the most time, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I think so too.
Mob boss vibes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I would put you in the middle somewhere.
Like you was a second. You've been locked
Yeah.
up since you was 12. I don't mean to judge you, but I think you over there, bro. Man,
I feel like I should at least switch with you.
I think she should be at the end. 'Cause I think she's just trying to trick her
vote.
spot.
I kind of think you should be at the end. I have a feeling. I'm not sure why. I would
Right?
switch you.
Ooh. Yo, she checking him now. Yo, boy, the rollie, everything. Yo, she checking him now. It's like, yo, don't tell her to go to the end. You should be at the end. You look like you get me. You get me?
You.
I don't know. I don't know.
You're projecting.
Projected? No, I feel like you just
Certainly
trying to switch your
projected.
spot.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah, for me,
definitely. I would
yeah.
switch you guys. Yes, I would.
Okay.
I think
No, he's
me
at the
and him
front.
should switch.
I'll go back over here then. I'll go back over here.
Yo, I can't lie. This guy just looks
I think we're-
he just looks like a normal black man. You get me? Just a big black man. He doesn't look like he's done anything wrong. I'd put him
Off
out.
by a lot. I mean, we can't really
I
tell.
don't know. This dude might have done a stretch the way he talking.
This one?
Yeah,
He
on
doesn't give me
some
criminal vibes,
man,
you know?
on like some other mafia type.
But he ain't got enough tattoos for that.
I don't know what he's hiding underneath that long sleeve.
Exactly.
Right, 'cause they be on
Roll
their
your
back.
sleeves up.
Most of the
You have
tattoos
no-
on
you
their
have no
back.
tattoos?
No
tattoos.
stereotype, but most of the, Asian culture tattoos be on their back.
He's so
I feel like
fucking
maybe
clean cut,
me
it's
and her
hard
need to
tell.
switch. Because she talking like she been around.
Probably so. Is that a yard tattoo?
First of all, no.
Must have
Did
that
anyone do-
yard
was it
tattoo.
federal or state time?
State.
State.
Stay.
Stay.
Oh, so
What about
everyone
you?
has been.
Federal time.
Oh yeah, I know you got to.
White collar. White collar
I
crime.
know
huh?
you did some time.
American Greed.
How long we been out?
Right. Oh, that's a good question.
14 years.
14, wow.
My daughter's 13. I'm 12, so 12 years.
10 years?
I've been out 2 years.
Damn, you just got out.
6,
All right, I want to know what time you guys wake up every morning.
7.
5:30.
6 o'clock.
Clean 4:30, 5
Jesus.
o'clock.
You guys are early.
How about you?
At 10 every day.
10 o'clock.
10.
10.
Yeah, 10.
No time to wake us up during there though.
I want to move you down here though.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, right spot.
Yeah, put you right
Wake up
here.
at 7.
Yo, how does that determine if you get me? What time you wake up, bro? Sometimes I be waking up at like, I don't get how people can wake up at 5, man. I'll be going to bed at 2, like.
I wake up at 6.
Didn't he say 7?
Not 6.
I'm not alone.
You wake up at 5 though. She said 5:30. Yo, what's the difference between that the half an hour?
So you say you just got out 2 years ago?
Yeah,
huh?
2 years ago.
How old are you?
32.
32. Yeah, you probably should be right here.
What? He could have done time for days. Like he could have been there since he was young though. You'll be surprised. Like,
Really wants to get out of that spot.
What was your biggest pet peeve inside?
Snitches.
New prisoners running to staff and not understanding that maybe out here you go to law enforcement, but it's not the best move while in custody. And
Exactly.
Since I'm the only girlfriend drama, it was crazy.
I can see that.
I've seen some
I can
stuff.
see that.
I mean, we got to work out every day. It's mandatory, So
Yeah,
some people like to slack off, and I didn't like that. Yeah, you
Gotta
need
push
everybody to
through.
be on top shape, you know what I mean?
Push through it.
Because at any second, anything could go down.
for me, I didn't do any drugs or anything like that, but being able to go to exercise and run,
Right,
that
right.
was that was better than any drug that I could take. That was
We know
It was
you
a
didn't
hell
do
of a
drugs.
release.
Yeah, you know.
It was
We
a
can
hell of a
see that.
release. You know what the CRT is, right?
The technical team?
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, for to come get that.
Yeah, so like what was that for you guys is like especially your first time experiencing that and when you know they're coming for your
is it?
your cell or your dorm particularly.
For me, it's like, man, I just don't want to go through just cleaning up everything again. You have food
Yeah,
spilled everywhere,
straight.
like the
That's the
waters,
worst.
the juices, whatever.
Straight.
And you just gotta clean up. So I'm
So
like,
if
man.
cleanup was your biggest concern,
Yeah.
I feel like you're in the right spot. I was contraband queen, so I'm gonna go to solitary for sure.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
should
so
move.
everyone
I
here-
don't
I didn't
know.
think I should.
Everyone
You
here has
here.
been.
Scooch down.
Yo,
Yeah.
she really.
The guards are probably the biggest assholes, bigger than they are on the streets.
The
police.
sheriffs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Most definitely.
I remember one time I was on lockdown. I was in what they call the hole. So we were supposed to get a shower at least once a day. I remember they came and we hadn't had showers for like 3-4 days. My cellie next door, they took him first. He was gone for about 3
know
hours.
his
It don't
bum's
take that
sinking,
long
man.
to take a shower. So when he finally came back, we asked him, man, why you was gone so long? He said, man, do not go take a shower. They left me in there for 3 hours, sitting on that
Naked.
cold ass bench, naked, and he's bamming on the door like, let me out, let me out. And they open the door, they say, if you knock on this door one more time, we're gonna come in there and fuck you up.
Yeah, man, they're on the
They did that to me
shit.
too. I was standing in the
Seriously,
shower
and
for
they
hours.
meant it, and he knew they meant it, you know. And the prison guards really
That's fucked,
mistreat you. They want to make sure to tear you down in front of the others.
How much solitary time has everyone served?
I went in the hole for 60 days straight.
The most at one time for me is 90.
I never went to the hole,
Holy
unfortunately.
No, I was on my best behavior. I was trying to get out.
We
Her should be in the middle.
I should
I
be
think
here.
she definitely should be at least here.
I think you
Fuck.
should
Yo,
be
she went up
next to
real
me.
quick.
I feel like you should.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, you
I
seem
feel
like
like
you
y'all
just
two need
been
to switch.
thugging since been thugging.
Yeah, I've been in and out a lot. The system has been good to me, you know?
The system has been good to me. Red flag.
Yeah, speaking of, does everyone feel like the prison system is adequate in reforming?
You look, is prison working? The statistics are so clear about how many people go in, go out, and then go right back in. So recidivism rates in this country are atrocious. You hit the other side and you're not ready, and then you have this whole problems of banking and housing and employment. It's
kinda
easier
like the
in
military.
some cases to just go back. The reentry, the training must begin in prison to help people in custody prepare for the hardest part, which is coming home with a sullied reputation and a felony record.
I think the programs that they offer helps a lot, but like I think we can all agree on this, that it's on the person, on the individual,
Yeah.
if they want to get something from that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go in there and they just go through the motions and they'll complete the program. But as soon as they get out, it's right back to the whatever put them in there the first time. Being an African-American male and being raised in what they call the hood, South Central LA, you're bound
Damn,
to
South
go
Central.
down that bad road.
Anger helped me break the cycle of going back and using drugs and all the stuff that I did. I was mad. I was really pissed off that I was treated horribly and chained to a bed for 2 days after I gave birth to my first daughter. I used that as motivation to never go back and completely retire and be a mom. I was going to talk about it and share my story and let people know
Bam, a
just
nice
how
little
bad it
plug
is.
there.
I was in facilities that didn't want to give women tampons, and
Jesus.
I was
That's peak.
not believed about pain. It is a very
That's peak.
dehumanizing thing, and some of it is very petty. They do it because they can.
Let me ask you guys this. This is a good question. Like sometimes you can get just the little things in prison made you have, like you had some sense of humanity. Just like being able to wear your own shoes. To me, that was a big plus from being in the county.
Yeah.
Where you were so restricted to not really have been able to do none of that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing for me, like the visits, I really enjoy seeing my family. So in prison, you could hug them, you could see
Right,
them, eat
right.
with them. Whereas in county, it's like through the glass, and you're like, man, only 20 minutes
Yeah.
or even 15 for some places.
I think you should come back over here.
Yeah,
Come
you should
back
go.
over here. I feel like you guys are worse than me. You know, the good thing about doing time is that your traffic tickets go away. You sign a form, and they all go. And I had lots
I
of
think you need to
tickets.
come over here. I think you
That must be some LA stuff. 'Cause I know you still got your same problems.
I think you should come
Maybe,
down
I
Straight up.
and
Yeah.
scooch down.
We're gonna switch. Are you okay
Yeah.
with that? All right.
And I think for me, the opportunities were there
Damn,
to take the classes.
she's
to
taking
better
charge,
yourself,
that
but
woman.
As far as like
She's
the
like,
treatment
"Scooch
goes,
there."
no, because like the officers, they're very indifferent. So they don't treat you like a human being. You can't really have a conversation with them or
that's pissed. Yo.
any staff. They look at you as less than. So I felt very dehumanized.
That's the whole point. The whole point of it.
Okay, y'all should switch. You two.
I feel like you should be over
I think
here.
either
Yeah.
These men have switched like 20
I really
times.
finessed the situation when I was in there. I know how to work a person, you know what I'm saying? My favorite subject is psychology.
See, everyone serves time differently. I didn't do any finessing. I was stunned at how many
Finessing.
people didn't do their job.
It seemed like you shouldn't even been in prison.
Thank you.
It
Thank
seemed
you.
like you got caught in a family scheme, and then they threw you under the
Little
bus.
pyramid.
like
Thank you.
That's what it was. Your family caught you up because you just too polished. I can tell. I think
Final
my man
rankings.
should be right here. Cause he been talking about some in and out.
I know he did more
And
time.
he don't work at he don't work
In and out in the prison?
You hear me? He wasn't talking about the burger place when he say in and out.
I would normally say American Greed guy should be like over here, like, Ponzi scheme. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the
85%.
feds, you're gonna do most
So
of
you
the
want
time.
him to
anyway.
switch?
Yeah, because
85%.
the Ponzi schemes, they
It's a
do get a lot
minimum
of time.
85%.
Who said Ponzi scheme?
I
You
mean,
look like a
They're
Ponzi
just-
scheme.
That's awful.
Judging you
I'm
by your
offended.
peers.
We were doing so well.
judging you by your peers.
Everyone is
I
just
feel like even
assuming
in
you
and
did the
out.
most.
Everybody's just, but it never
See, I told you, man. I told you he's
I
done the
don't know
less.
why.
I bet he's done the less.
It never fails.
It's 'cause he's just a
It
big
never
black
fails. I'm always. If nothing else, just like he said, think about it.
Is this the final verdict, right?
Fed time.
85%.
Fed time.
Yeah,
You're gonna do 80% or more.
I don't think you're number one.
No, I don't think I am either.
I would actually maybe switch you two.
I would too. Yeah. I think,
Yeah.
She done 90 days in a
I
hole.
like that.
Your time.
I agree with that.
Now they will rearrange based on that.
We have Mario.
I told you.
Damn.
Wow.
9 months.
How much? Are you serious?
In the 5th spot, we have Nick at 1 year. In the 4th spot, we have Justin T at 1 year and 23 days.
What?
In the fans.
Wow. They
You
gave.
should be happy for me. It could have been worse.
Yeah, I am happy for you. For real. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In the 3rd spot, we have Tyrone at 3 years.
What?
Okay. Oh, don't tell me you the badass.
I'm not, though.
In the 2nd spot, we have Jessica at 5 years.
Really, huh? Let me find out it was a nail
You was
salon
messing with us the whole
Nails?
I bet you done 10 years.
In the 1st spot, Justin C at
14.
Damn, my boy.
Wow.
Yo, that's
Oh,
I just
yo.
didn't get that vibe from him.
I feel like I don't carry myself in a way where I'm
Jesus,
like
14.
tough guy.
You
Wow.
look at him.
Thank you.
Yo, 14 is mad.
All right, so I was on probation for sales, and then I got caught with weed again. You see, back in the days, weed was you'll get it from somebody's house, or a corner. But now you got shops everywhere, so I got locked up for marijuana, like plain and simple.
I was a drug dealer. I was transporting narcotics across state lines. Luck and behold, I was a part of a sting operation. Didn't know it. They were surveilling me for like 3 days. I pled guilty to 18 months because it was my first charge. I was in a racist state, and my judge clearly looked at me and told me, I'm going to make an example out of you, so I'm going to send you to prison.
So I pled guilty to a white-collar crime, 1 count of conspiracy to commit fraud. I was
Jesus.
a money manager in Century City at Bear Stearns and then
He was a
UBS.
fraud boy.
And many years into my career, our team learned that a client of ours who managed a hedge fund was lying to his investors. Once we learned that he was lying, rather than stop the fraud, we turned the other way, in part because he was paying our company $100,000 a month, every single month, and all of us had grown somewhat addicted to the commissions. Of course, I always knew that it was wrong, and I was certainly deserved to be held accountable.
My conviction was robbery and possession of stolen property because I was in gangs. I was a Crip, originally sentenced to 7. I had a good PD, public defender, that was like, you would think that she was a paid attorney, the way she fought for me, and ended up doing 3.5.
My convictions are possession
73.
with intent, delivery of meth, and simultaneous possession of drugs and a firearm.
Fucking-
And I was sentenced to 5 years in Arkansas,
Yo,
but I
chill!
also served some other time because I was a drug addict, so I have criminal sales of a controlled substance and assault as well.
So I went in for first-degree murder, attempted murder, gang-related drive-by shooting. Something that I'm very remorseful for. Because I was born in Korea, I'm still dealing with the collateral consequences of it, that I am facing deportation, that I could literally be deported any day. So right now I am pardoning or campaigning for my pardon with the governor of California. I do believe that I was rightly sentenced to 82 years to life. My sentence was commuted by Governor Brown to 15 years to life based on my good behavior. I went in young, I turned away from the gangs, got my GED, my college degrees. So I'm just trying to create a different narrative, and that's the reason why I came on here, because people do change. People are not the horrible choice they made as a teenager.
I'm so happy for you.
How old were you when you were sentenced?
I was 16.
The story.
You see, like, this goes to show a lot. Like, if I see any one of you guys on the street, maybe I'll think I'm the bad one. But
I would think,
I would
I
too.
would think it was you.
you know, you
Say that.
guys-
Then maybe
But I
me.
see how you carry yourself. You got your baby with you. Shit, that's
I would think he's.
a lot of times I do sense the fear in people when I'm next to them. But
Why has he got some fat?
a lot of people
Why'd you have
that
some fat
have
teardrop
done, like,
though?
some of the worst crimes don't look like me.
No, don't judge no one. For real.